I want to talk about a topic that it's a question that is always coming up. And what is this question? Does fragrance expire? Grab a chair, grab your popcorn. We are about to dive right into today's topic. If you're new here, my name is Gloria. I create fragrance related content on this channel. If this is the kind of content you like, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon to get notified every time I post a new video. Okay, so let's dive right into today's topic. Does fragrance expire? Now, the answer to that question is yes. Fragrance does expire, but it's not like food that you say, okay, if you do not use between so dates, you cannot use it again. That is not in the case of fragrance. A fragrance do expire. It does not necessarily mean after the expiration date of a perfume, when you use it, it becomes harmful to you or something. No, that is not how it works. But the thing is, many perfumes, when stored correctly, they can last for a long period of time. I know some people, they've had some perfumes on their shelf for 2, 3, 5, 7 years, and they are thinking in their mind, oh my god, is this perfume still good? If you store your perfume correctly, you can use your perfume for a long time. So there are some primary enemies to your perfumes. Okay, there are some factors that can make your perfumes go bad. The number one factor is heat. Heat is the enemy of perfumes. High temperature can break down the chemical compounds that is used to make the perfumes, okay, which will in turn make the perfume to not last long, to not smell like it's supposed to smell, to changing color, changing consistency. These heats can be a huge factor in how your perfume smells and performs. When it comes to the notes of the perfumes, the ones that are mostly affected is the top notes. Those are like the more volatile ingredients in perfumes. Okay, so when you expose your perfumes to heat, the one that is affected first is the top notes before it now begins to get to the middle notes and the base notes. So what I'm just trying to say in this is, when you expose your perfumes to heat, like when you expose your perfumes to heat, you're storing your perfume in the car, you're leaving your perfumes directly to sunlight, this will age your perfumes faster. Another factor that can affect your perfumes, that can make your perfumes go bad quickly, is light. Now when I say light, direct light, what do I mean? I mean direct sunlight. The UV rays is incredibly damaging factor to your perfume. What will direct sunlight do to your perfume? It will break down the molecules and change the color of the perfumes. Even though some perfumes will change color as they age, as they macerate, they will change color, but sunlight will change the color quickly and make it not to last longer again. Have you ever noticed some perfume coming in a bottle that is a bit darker? That is like, it's not the juice that is dark, it's the bottle that is dark. It's on purpose. Those dark bottles are intentional designs to protect the perfume juice from light. Another factor that can make your perfume go bad quickly is oxygen. Every time you spray your perfume, there is a tiny oxygen that goes into the bottle of that perfume. This oxygen can react with fragrances and cause oxidation. What is oxidation, you may ask? Oxidation is dulling of the scent. A scent that used to be vibrant is no longer vibrant. A scent that used to be very fresh and calming is no longer fresh. That is what oxidation can do to your perfume because of air. In some cases, oxidation will make your perfume to start smelling metallic. That is why sometimes the fuller perfumes last longer than the almost empty bottles. Once your perfume is, getting finished, just take out the perfume from the bottle it came in and put it in a smaller bottle or in an atomizer to stop it from oxidation. Okay, that is just what oxidation means. It will make it to start smelling different from what it's supposed to smell like. Another thing that can affect your perfume, or that can contribute to your perfume going bad, is time. A perfume can stay for a long time if cared for properly, okay, but it's just time will happen to it eventually. Like time happens to anything in this life. After a long period of time, the smell of the perfumes begin to change. Now, that does not mean you cannot still wear it. You can still wear it, but it would just not be as fresh, as refreshing as it used to be. Some will just begin to smell like something you don't understand. Now, this is a story, my story, right? There was a time I bought an unboxed perfume. I wanted to see how a particular perfume smelled like, and that perfume was very pricey. So I decided to buy an unboxed perfume. When that perfume came, I smelled it. I was not understanding what I was smelling. I started having headache instantly. Another time I tried the perfume again, instant headache. That perfume had gone bad. Probably that perfume has been sitting for the longest of time. Who knows, maybe the perfume is even up to 10 years, because I consistently had headache for every time I tried to try out that perfume. So that is a proof that a perfume can go bad. Even though I know that some people can just, mix some things together and put in a perfume and call it unboxed perfume. I understand that. Okay, I understand that. But what I'm saying in this video is perfumes can go bad with time. If you leave your perfume for a very long time, time will happen to it. It will eventually go bad. So now let's talk about the indicators that will show that your perfume has gone bad or is going bad. 1, change of smell, change of scent. Like, this is the most obvious sign. It's the most obvious sign. You got a perfume, when you bought it, it was nice, it was fresh, it was good, nice, you liked it. In fact, it was one of your signature scents. After a while, you just notice that some of the notes are no longer there. Sign number 2, off notes. When you notice that the smell of the perfume is not what it used to be, it's now smelling metallic, that's a sign that that perfume is going bad. Even though that there are some perfumes that originally smell metallic, but if you buy a perfume that is not smelling metallic from the beginning, and after a while it starts to smell metallic, it means that that perfume is going bad. Another sign is changing color. That one is obvious. When you see the perfume start to change in color, just know that something is going wrong. Even though some perfumes will change color after some time due to maceration, okay, but after a long time, you see that a perfume is going very dark from something that used to look really light. Just know that the lifespan of that perfume is coming to an end. Another obvious sign is change of consistency. If the liquid of the said perfume used to be light and before you know it has started to look very thick, just know that time, age is happening to the perfume. Now, for you to expand the shelf life of your perfumes, these are the things you need to do. 1, store your perfumes in a dry, dark, cool place. Don't store your perfume in a place where it's always heated. 2, you can keep them in original boxes. If you want your perfume shelf life to last longer, you can store it in the original boxes they came in, instead of bringing them out of the boxes and throwing away the box. Number 3, avoid excess shaking. As you shake your perfumes vigorously, it can, introduce more air into the juice of the perfume. Always keep the cap of the perfume tight, because if the cap is not tight, that is another way to introduce air into the perfume. Another way is to consider a dedicated shelf for your perfumes. You can have a shelf, a small shelf in one corner of your house, and be keeping your perfumes there. Now, I've had some perfumes that have lasted for a long time, and the trick is storing and keeping your perfumes well, storing them well. Don't keep your perfumes in an area that is always heated up. Keep your perfumes in the car. Don't keep your perfumes in a place that is facing direct sunlight. Don't keep your perfume in a damp place like the bathroom. Those are places that can damage your perfume. So that is it for this video. Till I see you in my next video, keep living your best life. God loves you. My name is Gloria. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.